As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Forgot to take that off. Good morning. Good morning, coffee clubbers. I hope everything is going well this wonderful Sunday. I am getting started with my day, and we decided that we were going to go live this entire weekend. So here I am. Good morning. Good morning, my coffee clubbers. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. It is cold in Florida this morning. I woke up and my house is a little cold. I gotta say. It's supposed to be warming up throughout this week here in Florida. We will be back in the 90s in like one day. So enjoy the cool weather while you can if you're in the beautiful state of Florida. So it's good morning. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Where are you at, Sherry Ann? I keep forgetting. There's so many people in here. I can't remember where all you guys live. Good morning, Tammy. Sherry Harris. Nice to see you. Karen. Bullhorn Betty. Present. Texaholic. Good morning. Good Sunday to you. Sherry Ann. Joan. Sunshine in the rain. Oh, I love that. I love that. Nice. Good morning, Rhonda. Katie. Sue, nice to see you. Crystal, Carol B, Emmylou, Becky, and Harley's World. It's nice to see you guys this morning in chat. Nice to see you. So, as many of you guys know, I'm going to put this out there. Do not miss tomorrow's segment. We are going to be taking a deep dive into Hunter's interview with Chris McDonough. We're going to, go in it, and I'm just going to give some commentary on, some of the things that are pretty glaring to me with that. Tanina, is it Tanina? Good morning. Nice to see you in here. Mel Mac, nice to see you. Cold in North Carolina. Yeah. We had a few friends in North Carolina and Selma yesterday. So I chose to stay home. I chose to stay home, and I am so thankful I did. I feel absolutely rested. If I didn't go to the Panhandle, I would have been in North Carolina. The Panhandle took a lot out of me. The driving was just grueling. Good morning, Melody. Nice to see you, honey. Just took a lot out of me, and it was, these gas prices are killing me. I've got to be honest with you. It was like $180 to get to the Panhandle in my own state, to get there and back. $180. It's ridiculous. It used to cost me $26 to fill up my SUV. Now it costs well over $60 to fill up my SUV. So that's just, last time I was almost $62. I was under an eighth of a tank. I ran it down because I knew if I just got to this specific area, gas would be cheaper. And you know what the weird thing is? I drive all over the country, right? And so it really irritates me because Florida gas prices are high. And I don't get how Florida gas prices are so stinking high. We have ports all over the state of Florida, which should reduce the cost of our petroleum coming into the state because we have ports. It's not like truckers have to load the stuff up and ship it, several states long. It's just, it really is. It kills me. It kills me. Good morning, Amy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you this morning. And so it just kills me. And what I found bizarre, here's the kicker. What I found bizarre is, so I get on I-10 and start heading over to the Panhandle. Now, everything in our gas prices, I couldn't find one gas price on the interstate under $4 a gallon of gas, which is ridiculous. I just got to say, this is hurting the mom and pops. This is hurting the parents. This is hurting everybody. I digress, right? But the one kicker that just, I don't know. It's one of those things that just burn my grits, right? It burns my grits. State Capitol, right? It's I-10 exit 199, State Capitol. I do not lie. $3.87. $3.77 if you have a rewards card. Yes, the cheapest gas in the state is there where our politicians and bureaucrats majoritarily reside by the majority. There we go. So explain that to me. Why is the rest of the state spending well over $4 a gallon of gas, but right in and around our state capital, off of exit 199, off of I-10, it's between $3.87 and $3.77, depending if you have the rewards card. That is insane, Melody. I would fall over, die. Like, you guys will be seeing my butt sitting right here, just like every other YouTuber, if it was that high. Seriously. I can't do it. I'd go crazy. I'd be beating my head against the wall. Like, me not having a case to follow and search for and do, it's literally making me, good morning, Swiss Miss. I'm climbing up walls. I'm just itching for a case. Like, May cannot come quick enough. It just can't. But I think I might have my crime fix. Many of you guys know, let me pull this up. Many of you guys know, we went in front of Anthony Tott's house. Okay. Anthony Tott was a bad dude. He just, his whole family, including the family dog. Arctic Fox, nice to see you this morning. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. My friend has a Silverado, a big old, pickup truck. And he travels all over the country. It's killing him. It's killing him. Patricia, you should have a wrench. Do you not have a wrench? No, I do not want to watch an ad on my own. You do have a wrench. It's nice to see you. Okay, perfect. Oh my God. Anyways, speaking of God, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. So with that, with my little diatribe over the gas, I just want to let you know it's killing me. And may end up going out to Ohio, but I'll have to take a plane for that. So we'll see how that goes. May not be able to go to that one either, which it's starting to become harder and harder to figure out how to get to places and stuff like that. It comes down to the gas prices. And I know it's not just me that's being affected by them. I know everybody in this chat right now is being affected by the high cost of gas in this country. And I hope we start. I'm going to be going to my Board of County Commissioners. When I was in Georgia, we found out that Ryan Kemp had removed any, gas tax, the road tax. That's a lot of taxes that the government adds onto the gas. So I'm going to try to approach my BOCC and see if they'll write our governor to get that same kind of help here in the state of Florida. Will it go anywhere? Who knows? But you know what? It never hurts to ask. It never hurts to see what side our Board of County Commissioners are here on related to this gas. But we have a lot of elderly in my community. We have a lot of, our costs are out of control here in Manatee County. So hopefully, maybe if I'm nice, maybe I can get some support for that initiative. We will see. My advocacy does not stop here at the Bullhorn Betty channel. As many of you guys know, I'm an active member of my society. I volunteer. I go to a lot of political events. I also go to our Board of County Commissioners. I go to our school board. I haven't been to the school board in a little minute. However, this does not have to be party lines. I hope that everybody that's in this chat that watches here, no matter what party lines you are, if you believe in something, go stand up for it. Go out there and do something for your community and make a difference in your community, however you see fit to do so. There's so much out there in the world that we all can be doing. Oh, I'm jealous, Tammy or Tommy. How is Delaware $3.69? I thought Delaware was one of the most expensive states in the world, right along with Massachusetts. I could be wrong. Yes. Yeah, everything. Think about it. Nothing can be, all your groceries are transported by trucks. All your products, even stuff coming overseas has to be here by boat. Everything runs on gas. This illusion that we are going to get away from gas is a fallacy. It truly is a fallacy. It's like, folks, wake up. It's not going to happen. We're going to choose to either tax ourselves into the poorhouse and into bankruptcy, or we're just going to realize gas rules all. We cannot bring a boat in here with anything. We cannot drive a car, even battery operated cars, run off some sort of gas. It's just insane. And not only that, even if we took all the cars and made them batteries, how in the world are you planning on battering up a semi truck, a plane? These are things that take massive amounts of gas. So this idea, this illusion that people have that we're going to be in a kumbaya moment and all be petroleum free is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even the gas grills. What are you going to do? Start making battery operated grills? Putting in a sound box so it sounds like it's sizzling? I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. Seriously. All right. I digress. I'm off my diatribe. But anyways, I'm telling you, we all are being affected by this. That's all I'm saying. So getting to this has been a really good, it's been spot on this week. And I kind of like the messaging today. I'm just going to go through the messaging. Somebody needs to hear this. It seems like a lot of the ladies in here really get a lot out of this. It does melt my heart. It was, we stumbled across it by accident one day. I was just compelled to read it. It got, a lot of people have been sending me emails thanking me for reading this to the audience. So today's going to be no different. I read them. If I don't think it's going to resonate, I won't read it. But I did regret not reading April 8th to the audience. I really do. It was a good one. Oh, good, good. Yes, it's great, and it's I love to read it. And if anybody else wants to, it's this Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. They have several different editions, so depending on what edition that you choose to get, may have a different messaging for the day. But this is the one I've had. I thought I've only had it for 10 years, but time slips away, and when I read the front cover and realized this was a 2000 book, I looked back and in all reality, I've had it since 2007. So I've actually had the book 15 years. Time goes by just like that. Time goes by just like that. And it's in great condition. It's in great condition for a 15-year-old book. So it does. And like I said, this one did sleep with me for about a year. So it does hold up. So I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely good morning, Emma. How are you doing, honey bunny? General, it's nice to see you in here. Newfie, nice to see you in here as well. Oh, dude, oh my God, $6.40 a gallon. I would die. I would die. Yes, yes, yes. For those that have been following me, many of you know tomorrow is the big day. Hopefully my divorce is finalized. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm excited. I have told my ex we're going to go, after we're done with court, we're going to go across the street and have our final slice of pie and our toast goodbye. So not sure what we're going to do here on Tuesday, but I would be watching in. I don't know if Tuesday is just going to be a fun day. It might just be a day all about me instead of these cases. We'll see. I can't get away from the cases. Cases are way too important. Oh, nice to see you, Jennifer from Ohio. I might be up there in a few weeks. Who knows? Who knows? You never know where Andrew goes. Yes, thank you for reminding us, Karen. We don't mind your comments as long as they're respectful. I don't like the audience to call out other creators. If I call them out, it's for a purpose, but this is not a bash over the head creators type of channel. Nor are we blocking people. Good morning, Katie. Nor are we blocking people for having an opinion. When you get disrespectful and you're being rude in the chat, we will kick you out for 5 minutes. If you do not correct your action, you will be blocked. We do not, we have a no tolerance policy for a-holes in this chat. So, and you can be an a-hole nicely, right? You can be an a-hole nicely. There's nothing wrong with that. So just mind your P's and Q's. There are other people in this chat, and whether you like me or hate me, oh well. Which brings me to another little segment. Let me pull this up because I gotta get it. I gotta download this. I really do. I need to download this onto here so I can pull it anytime I need to pull it. So here we go. This is to all my haters out there.
I'm not clearing nothing up. Feel how you want to feel about me and stand on it. Period.
There you go. Love it. I'm actually going to add that to the rolls. So when people come in here hating, that's what they're going to be seeing. Nobody gives a crap. Hate if you want. Here's the new beginnings. Yes, ma'am. I'm so excited. Well, you know what's the crazy part? The reason why I'm so excited about this is because Vince and I, we split up last year. We split up last year. We were living in different bedrooms for 4.5 years before we finally said, we were working together. We had a business together. We did a lot, we had no ill feelings. We just lived like roommates instead of like husband and wife. So it was like, it's just time to move on. We literally had everything divided. You take this, I take this, everything's, hunky dory. Nothing, no ill will felt. We did not fight over anything. Literally no fighting. This is the way it was. We executed that. We went up to the courthouse. We had them notarize the documents. We had them notarize the claim deeds. We transferred the titles for cars and everything like that. Nothing. We literally fought over nothing. There's no point. It's a waste of time to fight over stuff, right? Each of us had our own wants, and everything else was just easy, right? So, long story short, there should be no reason in this tarnation that I should have had to wait a whole year to get a piece of paper when everything was done. There's no fighting. We're not contesting anything. We have nothing harbored against each other. We just want the piece of paper that says, hey, you can go on with your life. That's it. And it's taken me a year. No fighting. So you have to imagine that people that are in divorces that are very contentious, how many years those things take, because mine, no fighting, no arguing. Let's just get this done and over with. I tried keeping him in the house. I'm like, this ain't working. You need to go. You need to go, throughout this divorce. I hated doing that to him, but it was like, he got a little ounce of freedom and he was going, buck wild. And I wasn't with all that. I wasn't with all that at all. You want to do that in your own place. Anyways, we're going to be monitoring this. I'm going to be in court, but I know that there is many people in this chat right now that support this channel that feed me information on a regular basis. I will be, and I'll have my phone with me in court. And obviously when the judge is talking, the phone's got to be down. I'm not going to be paying attention. But, as soon as I hear anything about this grand jury, or even if we can remotely find out what this grand jury is about, we will go live. We are monitoring this as quickly or as closely as possible. And if we get an inkling, a notion of what is going on tomorrow with tomorrow's grand jury, believe me, I am going to go live. I will reschedule my divorce. I will reschedule my divorce that I've been waiting for a year just to step out in the hallway to go live if we find out what this grand jury is about. Hopefully we get the information. If I'm correct, it's going to be going on at 9:30, I believe, in the morning. So we may actually have the information before I even step foot in the courthouse for my divorce. We will see. But I'm telling you, I'm happy. I'm so thankful. Can you imagine if I went to North Carolina and I had to drive back today, how exhausted I would be? I don't even know if I could go live tomorrow. I'd be so stinking drained and exhausted that I don't know. I'm thankful I'm here. So Emma says, however, the older lady didn't get out, did try getting in bed with me. Oh my God. Did she get the wrong room? Oh, wow. You might need to do your own channel about your hospital stay. You might get some, because that is funny. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't funny at the time, but that's funny. Yeah, it's cold. Oh, good. That's what it's all about. Aaron. Glad you're here. Yes. Thank you. Good morning, all. Good morning. Yes, we try to fill with energy because we talk about such horrible cases, and horrible pain, and we try to set the tone for people's day. It's not just about talking about cases. It's about getting people up, getting people energized, making their day great, and getting some information to boot. And it's all about not just, opinions and speculations, but it's also about education and other things, just a supportive network. Each and every one of us in here that come here daily try to support each other on a daily basis. And it makes it almost like the Bullhorn Betty channel family. And I love it. It's definitely grown. It's definitely, at one time we were filled with a lot of trolls, which have kind of, I mean, we'll have them pop in here every now and again, as does every other creator. But for the most part, we try to enjoy ourselves while we're here, and we try to set the tone, because I'm one of the first creators on in the morning. Not all, but I'm one of the first creators on in the morning, and many people come in here to get information. And I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the day. So if I'm having a bad day in here, trust me, my audience is going to be leaving here having a bad day. And that's the worst thing that we want to set the tone for their day, because some of my people are watching me before they go to work. Today's Sunday. Hopefully nobody's working today. But for those that are working, we love you and thank you for keeping the world turning. So today is April 10th, and today is no different with this message. April, for some reason, in this language of letting go, is really kind of hitting on all cylinders. And this, when I was reading it this morning, I know I'm not dealing with it. I have dealt with it. I'm going through a divorce right now, where he had children. I did not have children. Now, granted, when we got together, his children were grown and having kids of their own. So it was a little different aspect of it. Whose birthday is it tomorrow? Somebody's birthday's tomorrow. I'm getting to you. Hold on a second. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yes, we did that. People are sometimes, they don't like, some of our strategies are quite controversial when we're out in the field, but that's okay. That's why they're not other people's strategies. They're our strategies. They work for our team. They may not work for everyone, but no one can say that when we are out there in the field, we are not fighting very hard for the victims. We go to the ends of the earth for the victims, and, we really do. Our hearts are in the right place. And I think that's what attracts a lot of people to our team, whether they agree with our strategies or not, is because they know there's not a lot of people. There's a lot of people telling a story, but there's not that many people truly out there trying to fight for the victims, trying to search for the victims, trying, get to the bottom of stuff. There are some. I mean, I'm not saying, pat myself on the back and, we're the only people out there doing it. It's just few and far between. It's few and far between. And the ones that do go out there are going out there for a story. They're not really going out there to lend a helping hand. And I think that might be the difference that our team has as opposed to other creators and other teams that are out there, is that we truly are, Linda, happy birthday tomorrow. Okay. Are you saying that to me because it's not my birthday? It's my divorce day. I guess it's a birthday. It's coming out. Coming out, I'm single. I've been single for a while, but I'm truly officially single. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I think a lot of Deco, nice to see you. Good morning. A lot of people, and listen, guys, a lot of people have different opinions. A lot of people can't do it, but listen, if we're on an exit strategy, why harbor hard feelings? Why make it more miserable than it is? Just roll with it, get it done. If you really want it done, just get it done at whatever it costs. Like mine cost me a crap ton of money, because the business I built that business from the ground up with my own hard-earned money. I know people want to say that I'm broke and I'm on welfare and I need to get a job. Guess what? I've got a job, got multiple jobs. So, whatever they have to say is whatever they have to say. But either way, there's no reason for us to argue. I just want it done over. How do we get it done? Right? The quickest, easiest way to get it done. Let's not fight. What do you want? What do I want? And trust me, where he was at the very beginning of this, and where I was at the very beginning of this, were not where we ended up. He said, well, I'm going to need some money out of the house. And you're not getting my house. I'll tell you that right now. So now that that's been resolved, let's go on realistic terms, Vince. You're not getting the house. So we're not selling the house. It's a bought and paid for house. No, it's not happening, right? Many people only wish that they had a fully paid off home. You're not selling my home. I'm not. You ain't worth that. You cost me enough money over the marriage. Trust me. You ain't going there. And he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. Hey, Zizi. We're just talking about tomorrow's. Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's the big day. 1:30. I will be getting my divorce official. I want that stamp of approval. You can move on. Mama Bear of 10, nice to see you, love. Nice to see you, Becky. Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. So anyways, let's just move on. I'm an irregular. That's all right, General. We love you. Oh, thank you. 616 love. 9-year-old boy moved suicide from the father, has been working, so I haven't caught up. I did look into that. It's a sad story, and of course I've already heard about it because it's in my own backyard. But not covering that today. I thought it was entirely too sad. The case is closed on that, and it's just another thing parents do that are despicable to their children, and it's sad. It's sad where our country kind of has gone to. Let me go back, make sure we're doing okay. But this is where we're at. And so while we're here, we're going to continue to cover these types of stories. I wish I didn't have to. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. I wish I didn't have to. This is not what I aspire to do with my life. I can tell you that, but it is a calling, and that's where we are at. Thank you. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Yes, and for those that are coming in here, I have 226 people. Right under my face is a thumbs up. Please go out there and like this segment. Please like this segment. Keep me relevant. Keep this channel relevant. We do cover a lot of stuff. And again, we're going to go over unseen content in the Summer Wells case from January that you guys have not seen before. St. Elmo's, nice to see you. There's been summonses that were, the people had brought up legitimate summonses, and we look back into Hawkins County to find out when the last time a grand jury summons was issued, and it was back in July of 2020. So granted, we don't know what it's for. We're assuming that it might be for the Summer Wells case. Everybody has been assuming that. We've been waiting with bated breath. And, with it coming up, we're wondering, is Don Wells and Candus Wells, are they going to be facing justice in the near future? It's all up for speculation. We don't know at this point, but we definitely are going to monitor the situation. Right now, the summons for the grand juries in Hawkins County has been issued. The one thing the summons doesn't have on it is what case it's referred to. So we just don't know. But we know that it's awfully funny, especially with the prosecutor coming out and saying a case like this would have to go to a grand jury. So we're wondering, is this grand jury related to Summer Wells? Nobody, no creator really knows. Nobody has insight. This is like lip sealed type of stuff. Good morning, Buzz. Nice to see you. Good morning, Snow. Nice to see you guys. Little Dave, good morning. So a grand jury is typically a sealed type of situation. So nobody that's going in there knows what they're going in there for, but they will know by the time that they leave. And a grand jury, and let's just pull this up so everybody is knows exactly what a grand jury is, what it means, if I can get it pulled up, because this other computer sucks. Oh, for the love of. Okay. So let me pull this over here if I can. Wish these computers, I could just use one hand. Let's see. There we go. Oh, Can't see that, can you? So let me make it bigger. There we go. So what is a grand jury? A grand jury serves a very special function, and that's Florida's criminal courts. That's the one that popped up, but it's similar for each state. So the only charge a sorry, here, let me reread this. Sorry, it's so small on here. The grand jury serves as a very special function in Florida's criminal courts. The only charge a state attorney cannot file based on his or her constitutional authority is first-degree murder. All first-degree murder cases must be presented to a grand jury. So, and then when we look at the Wikipedia one, it says a grand jury is a jury, a group of citizens empowered by the law to conduct legal proceedings, investigate potential criminal conduct, and determine whether criminal charges should be brought. A grand jury may subpoena physical evidence or a person to testify. So I like the Wikipedia's version because that's more of a standard version, boilerplate version for across all states. That's basically what the grand jury is, what the grand jury does. But it's kind of interesting to hear that first-degree murder charges must be presented to a grand jury before they can be charged. That's interesting, and I forgot about. So I hope that makes sense to each of you. So getting back to our meditation, the language of letting go, for those that need to hear it, and then we'll kind of move on. I got some videos here to show you there are original content. I looked at the news and not a whole lot was going on, with, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but stuff that we would talk about and that would interest you guys, I didn't really see a whole lot out there. We're still all just kind of sitting here with bated breath, trying to see what's going on in the Summer Wells case and see how, this case is progressing and, what the next turn is, what the next decision for law enforcement and the state attorney will be. And we're just sitting here waiting. Everything that can be done appears to have been done outside of running down a few leads, according to the prosecuting attorney, Dan Armstrong. And, so it's just one of those things. We're all sitting here waiting. What's going on in the Harmony Montgomery case? There's a lot of twists and turns in that case, and of course with Serenity McKinney, we all know how that's ended. We might want to, just follow that case. But the biggest case that I see coming up that I'm probably going to partake in is in Orlando. It's the Anthony Tott case. Many of you know I put out a little video on Anthony Tott. I probably will air that again here closer to the end of our time on this channel. But this is make the hard calls. So this is April 10th. This is make the hard calls. And I know somebody in here, especially those blended families or becoming blended families, this might be right up your alley. This may be something that somebody, getting into a new relationship and having some issues, might need to hear this morning. Yes. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Amy, I did not know that, but we definitely know he was successful with his 3 children and his wife and his dog Breezy. So it's, yeah, we're all going to be waiting with bated breath. And there could be, guys, and I know we're all hoping that this grand jury is related to Summer Wells, but there is that possibility that there's another large case going on. The last time they brought a grand jury, summons a grand jury in was over a drug case that had, I from my understanding, may have had a shootout with law enforcement. I'm not sure. Either way, there are other reasons that grand juries are called in that don't have to do with loss of life or other types of things that we've seen in this case with Summer Wells. So it's just one of those things that we just want to eyeball and make sure that we are monitoring it, and we will get that back to you. So April 10th, making the hard calls. Sorry about that. Gotta have the bait. Sometimes we make choices with relative ease. One option feels right. We have no negative feelings about the other choice. On some occasions, we may be faced with what one man describes as a hard call. I had raised my own children alone, Jason said, and I did a good job. I enjoyed my independence, but I relished the idea of being in a relationship at some time in my life. A few years later, after my 2 children left home, I met a woman I truly liked. We spent time together, got right up to the edge of being committed, but I had to back off. I liked her, but she had 2 children of her own. They were teenagers. They didn't want me in their mother's life. I didn't want to lose this woman, but at a deeper level, I really didn't want to be involved in the teenage years of raising someone else's children. I knew I had to let her go, he said. It was a hard call. A hard call is when we don't like either choice, but one option is unacceptable. Hard calls can take many shapes and forms. We may love someone who has a serious drinking problem and decide we can't live with him or her, despite how we feel about that person. We may love someone who has physically abused us or displayed signs of violent behavior. While our feelings may be genuine, so is the danger. We can be faced with hard calls at work. At one point in my life, I could barely tolerate my supervisor, but I liked the work I was doing. I decided to stay. I'm glad I did. Hard calls are part of life. They force us to examine our values and determine what's genuinely important to us. They insist that we choose the path that's in our highest good. God, when I'm faced with a tough decision, help me be gentle with myself and others as I sort them out. With your help, what is right for me? So I hope somebody is getting something from these messages. What I got out of that is that, life is hard and we have tough decisions in our life. Some decisions are easy and glaring, but other decisions, we need to take a step back and really find out what is important to us as an individual. And sometimes what's important to us and what we want to happen in our life are 2 different paths. And that is the tough call. We have to make the right decision for ourselves, which, a lot of this stuff for April has been about the expectations of others, the expectations of ourselves, and now making the tough decisions that we need to make. So with that, Southern Mountain, nice to see you in here. Good morning. So I hope somebody is getting that. These things are, like I said, there's a reason why I lived with this book in my bed for well over a year. It's because those are the messages that I needed to get each and every day when I woke up. And, I know a lot of people have the blended families, are getting in relationships. And sometimes it's okay just to say no for your mental health and well-being. And sometimes you just have to. And it's the tough decision that you have to make in order to empower yourself to do better in your life. So anyways, I hope you guys got that crispy treat. Nice to hear from you. Yeah. So again, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say yes too. It's okay to say yes. And it's also okay to say yes to the dress. It's all about you. It's all about you. Make the decision for yourself, not for somebody else. So, where do we go from here? Many of you guys know that we were on scene on 2 separate occasions for Summer Wells. This is probably going to be a shorter live. It might not be. We might have a lot to talk about today. Who knows? But I did want to bring in some content that I don't think we've seen. This is uncut. This is raw. I didn't fluff it up. I didn't put it into a movie or a video and, put the sounds behind it and put the transitions behind it. Sometimes I feel that the audience needs to hear and see exactly what we're hearing and seeing and in hearing our mistakes and, when we fluff up our voice and we say the wrong words, that brings reality to it. It shows that we are imperfect people. It shows that even imperfect people can go out there and try to do their best and try to fight for the rights of the victims. And this is no less. So I will gear this up if I can find it. There it is. Some of you guys might be offended by this. Some of you guys may not. This is a trigger warning for those that do not like controversial. Let's put this up here. There we go. For those that do not like controversial work that our team does, may not like this video. So just to let you guys know, you may not like it. If you don't like it, oh well. I like your trigger warning too. Someone use that. Ready.
Candus Wells. Yeah, I'm in front of your house, Candus Wells, Don Wells. Where is Summer Wells? Where's Summer Wells, Candus? Peacefully protesting in front of your house, public street. Where is Summer Wells, Candus Fly? You child abuser. You're a child abuser. What happened to Summer? What happened to Summer Wells, Candus Fly? I'm in front of your house. What happened to Summer, Kansas? Yeah, Candus, you're going to prison real soon, Candus. You're going to prison real soon, child abuser. We're here in front of your house, you child abuser. Shame on you and Don Wells. Shame on you for what you did to those children. Shame on you, Candus Wells. Shame on you, Candace Harrer. Shame on you, Don Wells. We're in front of your house. We're in front of your house. This is not going to go away. This is not going to.
I'm not sure what happened.
You're going to prison. Justice for Summer.
We're going to keep coming back, Candace.
Justice for Summer Wells. Justice for Summer Wells.
You guys should have been arrested a long time ago. We don't know what TBI's problem is, but you're making a mockery of Tennessee law enforcement. You should be in jail. You should be in jail for child abuse, child endangerment, child neglect. You should be in jail for the crimes upon these animals. We thank you for turning other animals in, but why are you able to have animals when you don't even have your freaking kids?
Your dogs are down here running loose.
Your dogs are down here running loose.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, Dirty Wells. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
No, yes, they can. They shot off a.
This is not our last time coming
I
here.
don't know what it was.
This is Molly Golightly, and I have your number. We know that you and your mother know what happened to Summer. We know. We are convinced that you know where Summer Moon.
Justice for Summer Wells.
Justice for Summer.
Justice for Summer Wells.
Justice for Summer. Lock them up. Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Now you know what a protest looks like. She's your baby, not ours. You don't want any help. And you think you're going to call law enforcement and think they're going to...
Sorry, my obviously my internet or my processors.
We want you in jail, not us. Why didn't you come out and help us search for your daughter?
Where's Summer?
Where's the baby?
Where is Summer, Candace?
Give it up. Your life will never be the same again.
Shame on you, child abuser.
How dare you?
Shame on you. You'll never get your boys back.
To this address, giving minors drugs and alcohol. How dare you? This is why you've had every child in your company been taken away.
Shame on you.
Every child has been taken away because you are, in fact, an unfit mother. And you're sitting
He
on
fired a flare gun at us on this trip.
junkies and lowlifes, bringing down the value of this land. Making a mockery.
Shame
out
on
of
you,
your
Candace
daughter.
Wells, you
TBI
child abuser.
and Hawkins County
You
Police.
failed. Summer Summer.
You failed this
found your
baby.
boys.
Now you know what a
Take away from
protest
you.
looks like in front of your home.
You should be with us. You should be
Shame
with
on
us
you.
looking for this baby, but you're not. You're trying to stop us.
Shame on you, Candace Fly.
Why would you?
Shame on you, Don Wells.
We asked you to come out and help us look for your own missing daughter, and you're trying to send us every which way but here. Why?
Not right.
You kept saying we protested you the first time. We did not. Now we are.
Now we're here.
Now we're here. Hear us. Justice for Summer. Justice for Summer and all your victims of abuse.
I know you hear us, Candace.
We know you hear us.
Shame on you,
You guys,
Candace.
law enforcement will be coming for you soon enough.
You're going to prison.
You deserve to be in prison. You deserve to rot in prison. And we know the truth. You may be able to fool everybody else, but you're not fooling us.
You're going to prison,
Tell
Candace.
the law enforcement where you put Summer Wells.
You child
Tell them where you put her body. We know she's gone, and we know you know.
Shame on you.
Justice for Summer Wells and all of your
the dirty
victims
Wells.
of abuse.
You're horrible. Horrible people that won't even help us find your baby. We don't need to be out here in the freezing cold with baby.
Where's
They just
Summer?
want to talk to
Where
us.
is Summer Wells?
Where is your daughter?
With the
Why won't you
authorities.
come help us look for her? Why won't you come help us look for her? Where's your daughter? Where did you bury her? Where did you put that poor baby? We want to know. We want to know. I don't see anybody else out here. Definitely not you. You're not out here looking for her. We're here. Come help us look for your daughter. We're tired of this.
With a 15-year-old boy. What happened? What were you doing with this back?
My hands are freezing.
You told them,
Okay.
we're going fishing. You don't bring your own boy? What? With the boy?
Baby, let me tell you something. I'm not clearing nothing up. Feel how you want to feel about me and stand on it.
Amen. 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 So, this is what I talk about. It's not all about us standing here and talking about these cases. When it's feasible for our team to go out there and help, people say, well, what did you do helping in a bullhorn? Because we wanted to let them know they weren't fooling us. We wanted to let them know. And not only that, but you guys see what we're doing behind the scenes. We went out there, we went on a fact-finding mission in December, where they tried to say that we were coming out there to protest. And of course we didn't. We didn't protest one time in December. But after our fact-finding was over and we realized how much bull crap these parents were shoveling that made absolutely no sense, we made it another trip in January 2022, and went back out there. And this time we weren't being so playful. We weren't, trying to go under the radar. We wanted people to know we were there. We wanted people to know that we were fighting for Summer Wells. We wanted her parents to know that we knew that they know that we know. If you guys are following that, right? Because we don't want them thinking they've got everybody fooled. Because there are many of us. I mean, we did a poll. We did a poll on the Bullhorn Betty channel, and over 1,000 people actually responded to that poll. Yes, they did. Let me pull that up for you guys. So, I mean, there's a lot of people out here that just aren't being fooled by the nonsense that the Wells are peddling. And we were one of them. And not only that, I think what made us so frustrated on this second trip, come on, mouse, Jesus. I get so frustrated with my mouse. Just doesn't want to work. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Now I can get over here. Sorry, guys. This other computer just really irritates me to no end. It really does. Now that I have the MacBook Pro, I can't stand the other computer at all. So anyways, let me just pull this up for you guys. So there's a lot of people that weren't fooled by the nonsense the Wells were peddling. They weren't. Look how many people believe that these parents were involved from out the gate. It is overwhelming. Overwhelming. We had over 1.1 thousand people. So that is 1,150 or below, 49 or below that gets that vote. But there's the vote number, the tally. We had a lot of participation in this particular poll. I'm very happy. Yep, 81%. So they didn't fool a lot of people. They didn't fool a lot of people at all. And we went out there, in all fairness, we went out there to disprove the claims that they were involved, because I thought they were involved from out the gate. I was trying to disprove my own claims. And I think that that is necessary when you're dealing with these cases and you bring up all these different. So when we sit down and we discuss and we strategize our plans when we go out these, we don't go out here without a strategy. You know, a lot of people think that we're willy-nilly when we go out here. No, we're not, because as many of you guys know, law enforcement actually reached out to, well, I reached out to law enforcement initially to let them know that we would be in the area. We were going to be protesting TBI. We were going to be protesting the Department of Children and Services out there. We were going to be making some noise. It was a small group of us, but we were going to make noise. It would have been much bigger. The problem was it was so darn cold, people didn't show up. All the people that were supposed to show up and fly in chose not to, because they closed down the TBI and everything like that. People, guys, look, law enforcement is a 24-hour business. Even if they shut down the buildings, guess what? People are inside. We were going out there for our voices to be heard, on behalf of Summer Wells, and that's what we did. So, you know, outside of, now I just want to be very clear, outside of Stinton Has the Soups, and I believe Laura came out in January, Stinton Has the Soups made a debut, and Ziggy went out there as well. So, you know, again, very thankful for them. I have to give a big shout out to AB and Tiffany Marie, because on our first trip out there, they were providing us a lot of information to our team to help guide us and give us some information, even though they didn't have an eye's view down on that particular property at that time. Without their help, we would have missed something. We would have missed something. So I just want to give a big shout out to AB as well as Tiffany Marie for their help in this trip. You know, they were invaluable in the information that we were able to garner from their knowledge and everything like that. So just a big shout out to them. I think they were underappreciated at that time. And I just want to make sure that they know, at least Bullhorn Betty appreciates them. So that's why we were out there during this time. We also have some other content. Again, I have not released this. We have so much content on Summer Wells that has not been released. We are not the the YouTubers that have to get everything out immediately. I find that absolutely hideous. I really do. I don't have to be the first one with it. I just know that my content's original to me, right? It's original to me, and I don't have to step over people to do it. So, and then we have one more, or actually I think I got two more. So here we are at, we got a couple of them. This one, I believe I've debuted before. I believe that this is something that we have discussed in, or at least shared it. I think I shared it on one of just the uploads. I'm not sure.
So let me ask you. So I've kind of been in like a funk, okay? And do you think that this case affects us emotionally?
Oh, sorry. Hold on a second.
Of course.
Hold on a second. I don't understand why it irritates me. Sorry about that.
But
Let's go back.
I'm not a mom.
But if I had a 5-year-old or if I had kids, this would really hit me hard. I babysit and like nanny children, and I'm
It's not. Hold on a second, guys. This is not.
age group especially, and just to imagine that.
Let me try it again. It's not working. I can't even get this thing to stop.
Is emotional, and even if
Oh well.
I haven't had kids, like even you, it's emotionally draining too, because you put your heart and soul into it, and you have to have emotion into it, because if you don't, then what's the point of really doing it? It gives you purpose, and to really do something with purpose, you have to do it with passion and emotion, and that's what it takes to really do something like this. That's what I think.
Gotcha. Because I'm telling you, I've been, and I try to say it's this or that, but I'm wondering if it might be the case that affects me. That's why I thought, maybe after doing that, because I relieved a lot of stress and tension being on the bullhorn,
Yes.
just now. And
Yeah,
you can
I
see a
noticed
total different, and it's like I was able to purge some of the stuff I'm feeling, and I just thought it was very important, and I'm very happy that we all got to get out there and experience that. We didn't get to do that last time. We weren't here to do that last time. We were here to fact find.
Yeah.
And now we know what we know. And that once you have the information, you can't unlearn that. You can't unthink that.
Yeah. And I think that it was an accumulation of a lot of things that came together, and it was kind of released, like when you were on the bullhorn today, just 10 minutes ago. And you're right. I think things have a process. When we were here last time, we were fact finding. We were putting the pieces together. I think the puzzle is pretty much together. There's one piece left, and that missing piece is Summer.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much done.
I agree. Thank you. Yeah. So let me ask you. So
sorry about that. It's gonna do it again. Hold on a second. Let me get this off. I think that was what it was. It was two different videos going on at the same time. Let's hope I can get this off. I hate when stuff like this happens. It drives me nuts. So let me just delete that task. Okay, that task is finally ended. So there's a few videos again. We were out there, and let me just show you. I mean, we stood in solidarity with some other people. Sonia was out there with us as well. What's going on here? What is it? It was cold, folks. It was cold. It was cold. And we have a group photo somewhere, and I can't seem to find it. Here's some other shots. This was when we were outside in front of the house. So we don't just, come out and just get on the bullhorn. We actually go through a whole fact-finding process in determining these cases. We speak to a lot of people. We don't just say, oh, we think this, so it must be true. We actually go out there and try to find the answers, and that's what we were doing. So there's also some other information that I wanted to, I hope I didn't lose my spot. Okay, here we go. Let's pull this one up.
what is your goal?
So 2 goals that I've wanted to do, we've been able to accomplish these goals. 1, protest in front of TBI. We did that in the cold. It's warmed up now, but we were in the cold earlier today. And then we just went to the home of Don and Candus Wells with the bullhorn, stood in front of their street and let them have it.
Mhm.
Let them have it for a good 10, 15 minutes. They had their dogs down there. We yelled at that. They heard us. They could hear us. We sent a message. We are going to continue to come back seeking justice for Summer Wells. Candus, Don Wells, we know you're involved. Where is Summer? Stop the shenanigans. Stop the nonsense.
Right.
Cooperate. Tell us where Summer is.
Yes, Jonathan does stick to his business. He does not he hates he literally hates drama. I can tell you that hands down. The man hates drama. He doesn't get involved in it. Even me speaking out, because I'm here live. He does videos and he does investigative journalist, even lives. He always says, don't get involved in the drama. Don't get involved, because if many of you guys were with me at the beginning when I first started the YouTube channel, there was a lot of unnecessary drama. There was a lot of unnecessary drama that we invited in. And, although we are a good team when we work together, and I've got to say this for the record, I don't talk about a lot of stuff, especially with the whole falling out and everything like that. We agreed at the beginning of going on the second trip, because it was going to be a much longer trip. It was going to be 6 or 7 days. I can't remember how many days. I think it was 6 days that we were there. We agreed with Marissa that this was the make or break case, whether we were going to work together moving forward or not. And that, whatever decision we chose after this case, there would be no hard feelings. And although we tried just to distance ourselves and not have hard feelings, obviously she got her feelings hurt because, it just didn't, there was just a lot of stuff that our team doesn't do. A lot of the stuff that our team doesn't do is we don't go live from the location for safety concerns. We couldn't keep her off her lives. She wanted to go live. She wanted to say that we were at Catch 22 when we were literally in the store. That is an issue for our safety. And the main thing that kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me is, we were fully well prepared to fund our own trip. She approached us to fund this trip. We agreed as long as we brought her with us and took her and showed her what we do as a team. That was kind of the agreement that we had. Now, as soon as she told us, when she got upset over the Dudley John interview, we agreed as a team not to release anything on that because we were hunting for Don Wells' location, and we didn't want anything him to know that that's what we were doing. And by airing that portion, we could have cared less whether she went first with it or not. We're just not like that. Our team is just not like that. And if she wanted to air her stuff first, just to air it, that's the YouTuber in her. Us as a team would have obliged to that. But she went against the team agreement that was voted on by everybody, including herself. And that was what kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Because in a team, we have to function as a team, and the team has to come first as opposed to us individually. So this is going to be the first and last time that I address the issues as to what happened. The final straw was when she got mad at us for asking her to take that video down, and she refused, and then told us that she was basically the purse and she would end this right now. We will never allow anybody to dictate to our team or end a mission over something so stupid and so petty. And had she just followed the rules, we would still be working together to this day. And again, we all agreed as adults with our adult hats on that this was the make or break case, whether we moved forward as a collective team of 5 versus a collective team of 4. And we all agreed out the gate that we would not harbor hard feelings no matter what the ending decision would be. Clearly, our team kept up to our end of the bargain. We did not harbor ill or hard feelings. We did not come out and say anything negative about Marissa like she did myself and Jonathan and Olivia. Primarily, her target was me because she thought it was me that dictated the falling out, which it was not. I never put myself above my team members. The team is always first when we're out there. But those were the combinations of things that made our decision in just moving forward. And had she been respectful, we could have worked with her in the future on other collaborations, but she chose to tank it, by coming out and saying such negative and horrible things, and in some cases, flat out lies. And when you go, and she knows how we work, because we talked about the reason why we are not dealing with that white boy character, right? Because he did the same thing. And once you go too far, we realize that you have the propensity of doing that in the future, and we can no longer have that because you have now become a liability versus an asset. So I know a lot of people have stated that we were all about the money, and actually, as a matter of fact, because we were not all about the money, that is the reason why we chose to distance ourselves. Now, will we have worked with her in the future? Yes, we would have. We don't try to have petty fights, but the drama is what pays bills, right? So without the drama, and you got to look at how many thousands of dollars were made by the attacks on me, and figure out, were those attacks legitimate, or were they for financial means? So at the end of the day, that's the last time I will ever address the issues. So eat it up, take your clickbait, do what you need to do. There is my perspective on it. Do I wish that Marissa wouldn't have made such critical errors? Yes, I do. Do I wish she would not have come out and bashed us? Yes, I do. But the damage is now done. And that, I know a lot of people love the work that we did together. But again, we didn't choose to separate. It was a choice provided for us. So I hope that clarifies some things for you guys. But it doesn't stop the fact that we went out there and we fought for this little baby, and we were a united front for this little baby. And we were doing things that no other creator at the time were doing for this baby. And at the end of the day, our hearts were in the right spot. We were really, and still are, seeking justice for Summer Wells. And that will not change. And here's Warriors Park. So we're just going to come out and just listen to some of this. I believe this was also seen. I may have released this as well.
So I am here at the watering hole, paying respect for Summer Wells, justice for Summer Wells. What happened here at the watering hole? Was Summer left unattended while she was in the water here, and maybe drowned? Got her foot caught on a log, or the grooves in the rocks. It's very dirty here. The parking lot is over there. Was Candus preoccupied with Hunter in a car over in the parking lot, and Summer was left here unattended? Just here paying respect, going down the line, trying to get a feel of what happened here at this watering hole. It's very dirty. It's just, the water's very muddy. Was she taking a bath here? Was Summer taking a bath here? It was a hot day. We saw the photographs afterward where with her, Summer laid on cartons of milk, gallons of milk, in a long sleeve shirt on a hot summer day in the middle of June. What happened to Summer Wells here? And we're out here trying to find answers, and also seeking justice for Summer Wells. Justice for Summer Wells here at the watering hole in Kingsport, Tennessee. What happened to Summer Wells?
Do you believe that it is possible and probable that she could have drowned here and they pulled her out of the water and thought she was okay?
Absolutely. You're talking a 5-year-old girl. You're talking a 5-year-old girl that's 3 feet, 40 pounds. Very light, very small. Probably ran in there, could have been wading through the water, hit her foot on a rock and fell over, maybe even hit her head, or, fell in the water temporarily, could have got stuck in one of these tree logs. You see the tree logs here.
Or one of them stab her in her stomach a little bit, make some blood.
Her face kind of maybe went into the water, and put her face into the mud. And she was maybe stuck and trying to waddle through while Candus and Hunter were somewhere else. Like maybe they were in the parking lot drinking, because we've heard from Hunter that he got what is it called, a twisted.
I want you guys to look. I'm going to back it up just a tad. I want you to look at how far that parking lot is from that water. And we know that, there it is. Look how far away that is from where we're standing. That's at least 30 seconds. Oh, thank you, Karen. I love you too. Thank you for your love and support. That area there is so far away. It's at least 30 seconds, at least, at minimum, 30 seconds from that water edge. And as we know, all the adults, including Hunter, were sitting up there at the vehicles away from Summer when she was playing in the water. Now, according to Candus, she was right there on the water's edge with her grandmother. But we all know by other statements that were made by Candus, they were at the vehicle. And then we also have the interview of Hunter, which we're going to go over tomorrow. We're going to go over his interview with Chris McDonough, and we're going to stop it and commentate on it tomorrow. So we definitely want you guys to have a great perspective of where they are. But those cars are a good distance away from that water.
Hunter, that he got what is it called, a twisted tea?
Yes.
Sorry, it freezes up just a little bit. It'll start again.
Candus gave Hunter
Illegal?
alcohol. He was a 15-year-old minor boy. Maybe Candus was in the car with him and left Summer out here alone. Candus didn't know what was going on, and Summer got stuck here. It's a sad situation. It's just a reminder of all parents out there, when you go swimming with your children, make sure you keep an eye on your children at all times.
And you're close enough to help them and assist them if there's need, because that there is entirely too far if an emergency were to happen in this water to get your butt from there to there. And we heard that by their own account that they were all preoccupied on TikTok and Facebook and everything else at the time. So how long was she underwater before Macbeth realized she was underwater? And we just counted the steps from there to here, about 30 seconds to get here.
And we are focusing on here. We're focusing at this water hole because it does matter, because it still remains a mystery what happened to Summer Wells. Did an accident happen here at the watering hole the day she went missing, or did something happen back on their compound on 110 Ben Hill Road? We're out here because we still don't, the public, law enforcement, the whole world, we don't have answers.
I think it happened here.
Something very well could have happened.
Yeah. And you want to know something? This is really sad. I don't know why. I just feel really fucking sad being here again. Isn't it like it's a heavy, sad feeling? I think that's probably what happened. I think it was an accident, and then she panicked because she knew she was gonna get in trouble. I think something happened here. It's the only thing I can think of. And this isn't fun. This is sad.
It is very sad.
This is so sad to me.
And you felt it the first time we came out here. You felt it the first time we came out here. We didn't even know all the information.
This is sad. This is sad.
We didn't even know all the information.
Don't tell me. This is sad. Please.
Since the first time.
Yeah.
So that again was the water hole. There were, and I have to be honest, Marissa did say she felt, the first time we went out there, which was in December, that she felt this dark presence, this, she just felt something that struck her when she was out there the first time in December. And I'm like, nah. She's like, I would never swim in this water. I mean, I lost a lot of content from December. I know it's somewhere in my computer, I hope. But I did lose a whole file by accident, and a lot of that content was from December. So I'm hoping that maybe I can find it. But I have her on camera in December saying that, she doesn't like the water. The water is disgusting, blah, 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 whatever it may be. And again, I got to go find that content. I don't know where it's at. And but she hit the nail on the head. And of course, that's one of the reasons why we always thought something happened there at the water hole. Do we know that for a fact? No, it could be something totally different from we know something happened on July 15th, right? We know that she disappeared on July 15th. It does matter to me. This is a very important fact, whether something happened there at the water hole or something happened at her house. And was Don home? Right? And whether she called Hunter, Don, or law enforcement first, that matters to me. How long it took her to pass a polygraph test, that matters to me. That's relevant information in my mind related to this case. Oh, wow. Well, and you guys may know, I went ahead and called because everybody reached out to me. Actually, it was Sherry, one of our folks that are in here that support this channel and support me, actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, you know, what is going on with the dogs? You know, Candus hasn't been home in a while. Where are the dogs? What happened to the dogs?" And so I'm like, that's a good point. What has happened to the dogs? Who's taking care of them? And so I did a little skit here, if I can find it, about the animals. Let me see if it's down at the bottom here. But I did a little skit for the animals that I've uploaded, and I don't seem to, oh, here it is. One minute and 28 seconds. I don't know if this is it or not, but we'll see.
Mailbox is full, and there is not enough space to leave a message. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of the person.
So that was Hawkins County Animal Services. I was calling them about the Wells property. Since Candus has been away from the home for 3 weeks, you know, we to know how are the animals being taken care of. You know, how are they being taken care of? We don't know. So I'm on Hawkins County Animal
Facebook
Services
page. I said it was a website, but it's a Facebook page.
Website. So on their website, it does have a contact us button. So this is my statement to them. It has come to my attention Candus Bly has been away from the home for several weeks. Are the animals being taken care of while she's gone? Would someone please go and check on the welfare of the animals? Thank you, concerned citizen.
So that's I did reach out to check on the welfare of the animals for those that are concerned about the animals. We did definitely reach out. We did our part to try to bring attention to them because, you know, she doesn't care about her children and she's left. I doubt she's got a friend that's going over there and making sure those animals are fed. What does it say? Yes. And guys, please don't forget to go out. We got 250 some people in here. Right below this, right below my mug is a thumbs up. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I work very hard for you. This trip that I'm showing you right here, we were out there in 30-degree weather. It was raining on top of our heads. It was cold, it was bitter, and we were still out there trying to find answers for Summer Wells. We were still trying to fight for that baby. We were still trying to, you know, get some information, as much information as we could acquire for her. And it took a lot out of us. I mean, a lot of us were very somber going through this. I mean, this is, you know, people think that this is fun and games or a vacation for us, guys. It's not. It's not. There is a 5-year-old child missing, and we took that very, very seriously, as we do all when we're out here in these types of environments and doing these types of things. So let me see if I can get some other information. Let's see what this one is.
Lives matter. Yes. Goats' lives matter. Hi, pretty.
Hi, precious. Come on.
We went up to the stables.
Scary.
We went up to the stables.
All right, so we're here at a horse stable here. This is right across from the swimming hole. This is Warriors Path State Park, Sullivan County, Tennessee. That is the swimming hole, and it's right over here. Just keep you over here. The swimming hole right there. That swimming hole right there. Summer Wells, her mother Candace.
Vivian, good morning. And no, I have not received a response back.
2021, before Summer went missing. So we're here at the stables here. The stables can see what's going on. So I see a number over here. I'm gonna call the stables here and ask on that day, June 15th, did you see anything? Maybe somebody here, an employee or something, saw something that occurred there. Maybe an accident or some sort of arguments, or maybe, where Candace and Hunter were, or where Summer was, when she was swimming. So I'm just gonna call and just ask them. So here's a number here. I'm gonna call. Here we go. Because it does say it's closed here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a horse stable. It's where you can get T-shirts and get tickets to ride horses. It's
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 42367770368 is not available.
I'm going to leave a message.
Okay.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi there, stables. My name is Jonathan Riches. I am a reporter covering the Summer Wells missing case. I'm sure you're aware of the Summer Wells missing case. I have some questions for you. If you guys can give me a call, you see my number on your caller ID. June 15th, 2021, Summer Wells and her mother and another juvenile was swimming at the water hole that's within eyesight of your stable here, that stable's here. I'm there now. I was looking for an employee here to maybe talk to, but nobody was there. I just wanted to know if anyone that day, June 15th, from this stable, seen anything that went on down there, maybe seen Summer, Candace and Hunter, maybe seen any interactions or maybe an accident or anything happen. Feel free to call me. We're just out there actively looking for Summer. Where I'm working with a group of individuals. We're out there looking for Summer Wells because it's been almost 7 months now and Summer Wells has still not been found. So, if you could call me back and provide me any insight, maybe you guys seen something, please. I really appreciate it. The people I'm with who appreciate it. We're just trying to get answers. So hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Thank you and have a great day. So we're at the stables here, eyesight within the watering hole here. Maybe somebody from an employee here, or maybe somebody that was registered to ride the horses. You see goats. Maybe somebody's seen something that day and can provide some insight, whether it was an accident or Summer got hurt or, Summer was left unattended while Candace and Hunter were somewhere else. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get answers. Justice for Summer.
Lives matter. Yes.
Well, again, that was
Hybrid.
those goats. So we went to a lot of different places and, did a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't realize all the work that we did while we were out there. This was not a vacation for us. This was actually a very sad event. We went to a lot of places. Just places. We searched high and low for answers. Let me see if I can find some of the other stuff that we did. Let's see if I can open web. I don't know what this is. It's something. Looks like
Candace and Don, we are still looking for your missing 5-year-old daughter without your help. Never seen you once come out searching for her, really searching for her. We are here right now, going from abandoned building to abandoned building, looking for your 5-year-old daughter. What have you done? What have either one of you done? Huh, Candace? That's the real mother right there. That's the real mother of Summer Wells. Don't mistaken what people are trying to portray her as. This is the real Candace Bly, aka Candus Wells.
If it shows you the frustration that me and the team had out there, yes, that is true. That is true. We searched high and low for that baby. For those, that don't understand why we do what we do, that's why we go out there. We don't just, get interviews. We don't just use the bullhorn. We literally go looking and searching and doing what it takes to help. And that's what we perceive it to be, is help. If those abandoned buildings are checked, some of those abandoned buildings were, there's a nice cubby hole under there. We looked under there. We crawled under homes, abandoned buildings. We were out there in the freezing cold weather. Nobody had a problem with us being there. People that owned those abandoned buildings did not have a problem with us, gave us their approval to be there. And we went and did what we could do for ourselves to help do our part in the case, Yes, that is true. So we went to an event in Georgia where we were there with friends. Again, Olivia and I and Mom and Jonathan, if he wants to go. It's too far in advance for him to make a determination right now. He doesn't know if he's going to have other stuff, because many of you guys know he works for Original Media Group, so he does have other assignments that he has to work on. But anyways, going from Georgia to Michigan, he did make a pit stop in Rogersville, Tennessee. He did try to go meet with Don Wells, just like I did. I tried to meet with Don Wells and do a virtual interview with him, and he chose not to come on, which was his right. But, we haven't been able to get him to shut up. Every time we talked, he just likes to call us a B, a C, an N, and a bunch of other colorful language, but he thrived off that. Every chance he could get to call me a B or an N, he had no problem doing so. So you can imagine my surprise that I call and he doesn't want to, he actually declined to meet with me. You can imagine that. And then of course I let Jonathan know. So he said, okay, well, maybe I'll just stop by there and see if he'll turn me down face to face. So he went there, but I didn't realize that he had to be set up on the computer program for in-person visitation as well as at-home visitation. So everything's done electronically now with them. And it cost me $30 to set up that interview with Don. Because, at the end of the day, people make a profit off criminals. Yeah, our government and the cronyism that goes on makes you pay $30 for an hour. There's not one employee that's making $30 an hour on their force, but the criminal's family and friends have to pay some real money just to visit with them. And it's like crazy to me. It's really crazy. No, and that's incorrect too. So that is what is being perceived as happening. We told her to go to a hotel. She did not want to go to a hotel. We were not going to continue to put ourselves in jeopardy because she didn't want to go to a hotel. We begged her, and finally, as we were leaving and she realized that we were leaving, she decided to go to a hotel. That's what happened. And, I'm sorry, but when you've got YouTube people watching her live, calling law enforcement over to a place and knowing the address that we have, that is a security threat. If she wanted to be stubborn and not go to a hotel until hours later, that is on her. We asked her to leave immediately. We told her to pack up, leave. She didn't want to. She wanted to wait for the Airbnb to pay for the hotel room. I don't know if she ended up just buying the hotel room, but it was our recommendation for her to leave. We were leaving in just a few short hours to head back. We just chose to head back home a few hours sooner than later. At some point, we were going to be leaving anyways, right? We were leaving at midnight. Or I think it was like 2:00 in the morning. This happened at midnight. So we were leaving in 2 hours anyways. So that is untrue. I don't know where that came out or how that got spread around, but that is untrue. We were already planning on leaving at 2 a.m. So she would have been in that home by herself. She knew that before this all happened. And we were actually in bed sleeping when she didn't realize that Don was calling her on her Google Voice number. And she said he was calling her on her brand new phone number, which was not accurate. She misread that and freaked everybody out in the house. And when law enforcement started coming over there by viewers were sending law enforcement over there. Viewers knew exactly where we were. We were like, we're out of here. We are going to go ahead and leave now at midnight instead of 2 a.m., get a 2-hour head start. We begged Marissa to leave. We begged Marissa to get a hotel and told her multiple times it is no longer safe in that house. If she chose to stay there, that is on her. That has nothing to do with me or the team. And no, we did not just leave her alone. She knew we were leaving her alone in 2 more hours anyways. So the no, I don't take it as you being disrespectful at all. I just, there is things that did happen that took place. And a lot of that stuff put ourselves in jeopardy. And it had to do with those damn lives. We couldn't keep her off the lives. That's her bread and butter. I get it. But it's not our bread and butter. And we're not going to put ourselves in harm's way for YouTube or our audience, quite frankly. So if that's a choice she chose to make, it's the choice she chose to make. I am a grown woman. Nobody makes decisions for me, just like she's a grown woman. Only she can make her own decisions. But we did beg her to please leave, that it was no longer safe in that rental unit. So it sounds like she did. We did notice that an hour after we were on the road, she did get into a hotel room. She did heed the advice. So no, we did not leave her. We actually begged her to leave. Yeah. So that's just how it rolls. And again, the reason why I've been silent about this because of the team. I put the team above myself, and the team has asked me not to address a lot of the issues. Now that time has went on, I have been, I've been given permission that I can, one time, one and done. This is the one and done. I'm not going to address it again. But, that is what happened. That is what transpired. But for me to continue to allow these misrepresentations and mistruths to continue to go on, I just can't. So I'm sure there's going to be some backlash, and I'm sure she's going to get thousands of dollars for that backlash. So it is what it is, and I'm not too concerned with it. But there is there's always another side besides just the one. And, she can play victim all she wants if that's what she chooses to do, but she is a drama channel. I guess victim is the epitome of the channel. Anyways, enough with that. Let's move on. My voice was heard on the situation. You guys now know where our position is. I do not speak for the team on this. This is me speaking for myself. I'd like to keep the team out of it. We work together. We do well when we work together. We just know moving forward, it's got to be the team and only the team. I don't see us in the near future, inviting anybody else in. Once you're burnt once, you never let it happen again. So, but at the end of the day, this was the make or break. This January trip was the make or break, whether we were going to move together with the heels on the ground and stuff like that. It didn't work out. No hard feelings. Clearly, there were hard feelings harbored against us, but there's nothing I can do about that. Clearly, somebody did not stick to the original agreement. Had they stuck to the original agreement, it would be a lot nicer out there in YouTube world. So. Oh, yes, I did get it. Thank you. I did get it. I got it yesterday, Hellcat. I did get it. I thought I responded and said, thanks, received. Maybe I didn't. These days just go, whoo, 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 just right on by, i.e. I thought I had this for only 10 years and it's been 15 years. Can't believe I'm that old. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. Slow time down. Stop time. I want to travel back in time. If I could start over again, I think I would. I always said I'd start from kindergarten because I knew I had 18 years before I had to pay my first bill. Or start back at a baby because I knew it was so. But anyways, and this is just another photo of, let me see if I can move it over here. This stuff is just really sticky. There we go. What's this?
Candus and Don, we are still looking for your 5-year-old
dog. Why does it do that? I don't know why it does that. It's driving me crazy. It's popping up 2 when I only want 1. Let's see. It's snowing, guys. We're searching these buildings and it's snowing. It's snowing. We are searching buildings out here. This is not, even with Paola Miranda, we were searching for her. We weren't out there just getting footage and stuff. We were literally trying to search for her. We had a cordoned area where we were searched. We got almost 20 miles off the search grid for Paola Miranda. 20 miles in 2 days. It doesn't sound like a lot. It really doesn't. I get that. But what you guys are failing to understand is that it was not just flat surface. You're talking about thick brush that we had to navigate through, and we had to do it safely because in that wilderness, you've got a lot of things. You've got foxes, you've got coyotes, you got panthers, you got bears, you got poisonous snakes. So we had to navigate the terrain, the very rough terrain, and navigate it. It wasn't flat surface. One day we did 12 miles. 12 miles. You don't know how long 12 miles is with 100-pound of gear until you walk 12 miles with 100-pound gear. And it was crazy. Let me see if I can pull that up. Do I have that here somewhere? It's Colhab weekend. Paola. Let's see if I got some search. Yeah, we got some search stuff here.
It's not a small sign. It's a pretty big sign to let people know as they're walking through these trails.
Take the loop.
So we might be this way.
Okay, Chief, yeah, sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Well, we've got the coordinates.
Like, this is the terrain that we were walking through with Paola, searching for her. I mean, you can't walk that fast. You got to be careful with what's on the ground, what you're stepping on, everything. But this is, our team. Our team works very hard on these cases. When we take them, it's not just about telling a story. It's about going out there and helping with what we can, putting ourselves in dangerous situations to help find answers. And that's what we try to convey with our audience and the people that love and support us. She was never found, Karen. She was never found, and neither was Ruth Sakala, Edie. She was never found either. And I've got some stuff on my phone. Let me see if I've got it in here. Hold on. Just saw it. I know I had it somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, maybe it was up here. Here's her mom dancing, and
watch her come in. You'll see what I mean when she comes out. I've watched that video over and over again.
Where was this at?
This here, Clubhouse.
Clubhouse here.
that's Ruth Sakala. You know, for a 75-year-old woman, she gets down.
Killing
She
it.
gets down.
She came out. He was doing it. I was supposed to go this way. Yeah, I taped it. You were there. With the Pee Herman did.
You got everybody there. You got everybody there.
And who's that gentleman there?
Her brother, her younger brother.
Okay. So she was out having like a family night.
Yeah, it was all of us. I taped it. Frank was there.
It was right here at the clubhouse, right?
Well, his boyfriend did. But that's her younger brother, Billy. He used to live here. He lived there about a year ago. That kind of made it depressed too, because she was like best friend with my husband.
Look at the muscles in her legs.
Oh yeah, romance and all that. She's got
So Ruth Sakala is also still missing. Again, another person that we not only just told the story about, but we actually went out and searched for her for many, many days, over several weeks out in Pasco County. So again, you know, we sometimes our means are unconventional. You know, we do apply some pressure lawfully, you know, through our First Amendment rights and things of that nature. You know, we utilize the law as much as possible for the work that we do. But at the end of the day, we're still out there doing the work. You know, it's not just about being here in the comfort of our home doing that. And a lot of people, and this is not to knock, like, you know, I know when we were talking first, I think we hurt Tiffany Marie's feelings, but not to knock Tiffany Marie. Had she not been where she was when we called, we wouldn't been as near as successful on our first trip without her help. She needed to be home. She needed to be there to pick up the phone. She needed to be there to help guide us and give us some information while we were out there in the field. And so we're very appreciative of the work that she did and AB did on this case related to Summer Wells as well. They have been literally monitoring the case since it broke. And, you know, just want to make sure that they get their shout out here. You know, we do appreciate it. Yeah. So, guys, we were at the top of the hour. So, you know, the top of the second hour, rather. So if anybody has anything that they would like to say for the next, we got 12 minutes. If you guys want to talk about this case, any other case, you know, you oppose some of the stuff we do, you don't agree with it, whatever you may feel or have or anything like that, please come up and let us know. The only criteria here to speak on my channel is respect. So we can agree to disagree. We can have, you may oppose me, you may agree with me, whatever. However it may be, it's got to be respectful. We do not scream over each other. We do not talk over each other. We keep a respectful tone. And that is the only thing required. So if anybody would like to come up and just tell me either about a new case that they'd like us to look into, if they would like to discuss their opinion on Summer Wells, their opinion of Don and Candus, their opinion of the stuff that's gone on in this case, you know, whether they like me, dislike me, you know, whatever it is, you guys have carte blanche to do that right now. Also, if you don't want your face to be shown, that's perfectly fine. When you're behind this in the back studio, I'm gonna see, you gotta show me your face, and then I'll tell you I'm about to bring you up to the studio. You'll be able to hear me. I just can't hear you. And then you can change your you can remove your camera and just have this on your face if you so choose. So you are have some anonymity. It's up to you how you would like to do that, but so what actual evidence have they found? Without any evidence, police can't convict somebody of a crime. Well, yes, I can tell you, Blue Green, there is a massive amount of evidence. There is a massive amount of evidence. If I can tell you that 4 people can go out to the Rogersville area twice, and the stuff that we're finding brings us right back to that hill and right back to those same people, can you imagine what law enforcement has with their digital footprint, with other, people that we didn't even think to ask questions to, the neighbors? I believe, Blue Green, there is a massive amount of evidence that has been found related to this case. Does that evidence lead directly to Summer? I don't think so. And that's something that they're going to have to overcome, just like the parents, Jackie and Trezell, or whatever his name is, West, are going to have to deal with. You don't need the actual person to bring those types of cases. There are ways of proving your case without necessarily having the remains. The remains. So it's all God. Andra Martina was seen on camera Friday before last. Thank God she was alive. But I think that guy has her that message has her that her messenger was open on his phone. Could you please share this flyer? Thank you. All right, Amy, thank you for coming up. If you want to remove your camera, you may, or your camera will be staying on. I'm bringing you up to, okay, I'm going to go ahead and add her to the live chat. Good morning, Amy. How are you?
Good morning. Hi. I just wanted to chime in quick before my phone dies. When they're saying there's no evidence, like I hear Pruitt, I hear the DA talking about this case.
Yeah.
I think they're lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's way more that they're telling us. I think they want them to lift their guard. I don't believe it at the word they're saying, and I don't think we know who's meeting tomorrow for a grand jury. I don't think you're going to find that on the internet. They're not going to tell us
right
what's going on and what cases there are, and even if there is something, maybe they've been doing something besides this grand jury before this. Maybe there's been something going on right now, and they're just trying to smoke them out.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else believes that, but I truly believe that, because I just don't think people can just totally vanish into thin air. Either they're bunkers in Tennessee, there are tunnels. We don't know. We hear about all this trafficking stuff that, you don't know. There's states that have tunnels that kids go missing, and they usher them into other parts of another town to get them. So we don't know if they put her in something like that.
Right.
And they know the area. Don knows the area since his stepfather, has lived or has ties to the area. He must have some maps that are off the grid.
But they've had that property out there for years prior to Don taking possession of it. And you can't say, with his lifestyle that he hasn't lived out there many times. And he's been an alcoholic, and he's a user. And, he probably had to go find places in that woods that, to do some of the stuff he did, even as a younger man.
But the other thing I don't really, agree with, or really I don't take it seriously, is this cremation urn thing, because you really can't get away with that. How are you
No,
gonna? It's like, so to me, it's like such preposterousness. Well, I can't say it's such. It meets at a level to me of such preposterous, and I think that when you see them going out to supposedly go in on layover, go to Utah to lay something out, I truly think that they're trolling everybody on the internet. I think they're playing a game of riddle me this, riddle me that, and I think these are all little distractions.
yeah,
And I truly don't care about Benny Keys or all these other characters. I really don't care about them. I think it's silly, it's distracting, it takes the focus off where the case should be, and I just think it's utter ridiculousness to really to follow all the shenanigans about these people in this cast of characters.
yeah.
And I think we're going to be, one day we're going to wake up and be surprised that this case is going to be solved, because there's a lot more that we don't see.
Yeah, a
And
lot going on behind scenes. Like, again, we're not we don't have the access to what law enforcement has. And I'm telling you, the little bit that, I mean, and we just scratched the surface when we were out there those 2 times.
of course not.
The little bit that we were able to ascertain while we were out there, it just keeps going right back to that property, right back to those same people. And then when you look back and realize the parents have never been cleared, parents are some of the first people that are cleared in these types of cases, and they have yet to be cleared. Everybody else seems to be going to the bottom of the list, but they still keep remaining at the top of that list.
Of course. And I just think, as I said, we're going to be really surprised that and people that have been sympathizing with them, it's unbelievable just to keep giving money to these people. And I don't understand that. Why don't they put something in for their children, like a fund for their boys, that, like, to get them to, like, some
He's too busy
counseling.
worrying about bonding out Ernie Shell.
It's unbelievable. Like, I don't understand a woman like that. Like, who would have the energy?
Yeah.
You've had, and who after having 7 kids, and, like, my one child exhaust. I wouldn't. Please, I have 1 kid. Who would want? You're so focused on your one child and making sure they're all right. Who would even want to have time for that? I don't really understand the whole thing. I was going to say something, but I forgot. But I just hope that this case is solved, and this is silliness. I don't really care about this jibber jabber about who said what and who's sleeping with who, and it's just, who even cares?
But I have to tell you, that skit that, if you haven't seen it, that was
I
on,
saw that. It's
Television.
ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, I was laughing but ready to go barf all at the same time. It was hilarious, but gross. I was out of my mind.
It's just weird.
But on the flip side of that, Benny Keys, I agree with you about that. But he comes out with this evidence list. And whose evidence list is that? Because I know for a fact law enforcement is not sharing that evidence list. So the only thing I can identify is that it's his evidence list that he's made throughout this thing that he thinks that they have, or it was the PI, which I believe JLR may have actually found the PIs that are helping the Wells in this case, and that's on his channel. So how do you feel about this evidence list?
I think it's a big distraction, and I think all these people making this crap up, they need to go to jail too, for for obstructing an investigation. It's an intent, and I want to know what's in their past. What other children have they hurt? Who have they hurt other children? What's in their past?
Right.
Because they totally lack morality.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but it wasn't just them interjecting and causing issues with the case. They actually were intimidating witnesses. They were intimidating people. You even heard Brian Enton just the other day. I aired one of his segments. I met Brian Enton out in front of Gabby Petito and befriended him. And actually, Jonathan actually gave him News Nation the video of the Cassie Laundry interview that we did in front of Cassie Laundry's house.
Right, right.
And Brian Enton was saying that he was being reached out and told not to go, that people in the area didn't want him to go. It was a small faction of these intimidators that were trying to discourage people from actually going out there and seeking the truth. And that, my friend, is against the law.
Exactly. And I like to see if their kid went missing, what are they going to do? Or maybe they wouldn't care. They would act the same way as these miscreant, whatever you want to call these dregs, of society. So it just, to me, when people are acting that way, I'm always curious as to what is in their past and what's in their closet, what kind of skeletons have to come out. And I think all of them need to be investigated and what's going on with their situation, because they seem so shady, all of these people. And to me, it's just very low class behavior. I've never seen, just not to be but like the lifestyle that I've just never was exposed to, people like just abusing themselves constantly. You're old and you're 60, you're still doing these drugs and you're still smoking all this crap. All of you're going to wind up dead like within 5 years. It's just the lack of respect for themselves and other people and children. It's so disgusting. And I just hope things get solved soon, and there's justice, because they're just totally forgetting about the child. And I think this is the focus. And I think it's a bunch of shenanigans. And as I said before, I'll end it on this, that I think that there's going to be more. And I think that the DA and the Pruitt guy are not telling us the truth. And I really would like to, I haven't seen, as I said, I've been saying the governor and the DA, it's just the Attorney General in Tennessee, have said nothing. They have said absolutely nothing. Like for instance, when Serenity was missing, that excellent Daniel Cameron in Kentucky, that great new Attorney General, he came out and he was very proactive. And I have not seen anything happening with any of the senators, the U.S. representatives, nothing. They're just sitting on their hands. Something is wrong in that state. I think there's more than to them that meets the eye, that they're not even stepping up or making a statement.
I'm an advocate for the low-hanging fruit too. Like, why are these parents able to live their life, do their, use and abuse up there on that mountain, and no, nothing for past criminal conduct has been, come to fruition. I mean, we have 3 boys that were removed from that home for a reason. We have the environmental neglect. We have the abuse. We have the animal abuse. We have the delinquency, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. We have all these charges.
Absolutely.
They could have been charged with as soon as they realized that there were some things that were wrong in this case about this little child, they could have been proactively doing, and they never did it.
And the other thing, to me, I hear that the tax base in Hawkins County is low because there's not a lot of shopping, or there's not a lot of stores. There's not a really big tax revenue, and that's the reason why that there is so few law enforcement officers, or they don't have the retention rate because they're not paying them enough. Well, you know what? Well, if that's the case, why doesn't the state step in? That's where the state has some power of helping these struggling counties to help keep the county safe in the state that they are running. And to me, that needs to change when you can't get manpower to keep your citizens safe. And to retain people and pay them a living wage to help,
Look at, why were the child services just getting involved with all of this stuff here going on? And this is only the arrest.
Oh,
I have oodles of incident cards here.
I agree, because they're not paying them right, and it's so corrupt. And I don't really, they don't even see, they probably don't even go in and see them. They probably have cases that they're not even seeing. They're not paying them correctly, or they don't care, because it's a business to them. They're just there to collect a paycheck, and they don't really care about what they're doing. So that's it. That's all I have to say. And
Amy, thank you so much for coming up here, and thank you for, giving us your insight on this. I'm interested in others as well, but thank you. Please keep coming back.
Okay, have a good day. I can't do it during the week. The weekend's better, because I really can't I always have to catch the replay. Take care,
And that's why I
Andrea.
decided, I've gotten away from the weekends because I needed some downtime, but I've been
Right.
traveling so much for other things that, and I just chose not to travel this week. And it does bring people in, I like to see faces that I don't get to see during the week on the weekends.
All right. Have a good day. Take care.
You too, dear.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So if anybody else wants to come up and, and just to let you guys know, my Venmo account has changed. I think they've got it still. Yeah, the Venmo is still Andrea-Griffin. It's actually Bullhorn Betty. The Venmo has changed to Bullhorn Betty. I changed it on here on the right, on the scrolling down, right down here. There it is. Venmo is Bullhorn Betty. It's no longer Andrea-Griffin-2. It's Bullhorn Betty. It's been changed for some time. For those that have tried to send money and have not been able to, that's probably why. So also, guys, if you guys have enjoyed this segment, like seeing some of the content, the original content done from our trips, both the first and second time out there, please don't forget, right below this screen right here is a thumbs up. It is free to tell us thank you. It's free to say you like this segment. Please go out there and like this button. With almost 300 people in this chat room right now, we should have at least 150 to 175 thumbs up right now. So please, please, please go out there. Hit the thumbs up. We do a lot of work. We do a lot of stuff to bring to each and every one of you guys to see. So thank you, Amy, for coming up and expressing your opinion. We definitely appreciate it. We definitely like all perspectives. And please share me. Don't keep me a secret. We are building our channel back up. We had almost 8,000. We, through all this of care, covering this case, we were horribly attacked with some of the most vicious types of attacks you can imagine. And it did drop the viewership down to, I want to say 6,600 people. We have built that back up to almost 7,300 people in less than a month. So I just want, that's a pure testament of keeping to the facts. It's a pure testament of, trying not to allow the drama to infiltrate this channel. Does it? Of course. Drama does infiltrate every channel to an extent, but we try to keep that as far away as possible, and we try to stick to the cases at hand. So with that being said, guys, I love each and every one of you. God bless each and every one of you. Go make it a great Sunday. And don't forget to come back here to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club tomorrow, where we are going to go over the Hunter interview. Again, we are going to go over the Hunter interview that Chris McDonough did in tomorrow's segment. So, guys, you rock. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. Make it a great day.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.